I've said before that I think courts and legislatures are going to gradually raise their expectations on employers when it comes to harassment, detection, prevention, addressing it when it comes up. I don't know if this new case from a federal court in Ohio is an indication of that or not, but usually when I look at a case, I can look at it and say, we're not in a position to know everything the employer did or didn't do. We are not critiquing the employer, but if we read it as that's presented by the court, we can think of one or two things that at least reminds us that we should be doing. It's hard to do with this case, which is sort of an ultimate he said, she said, and the court denied summary judgment to the employer, which means that unless the case settles, it would go to a trial. So it's a fast food restaurant setting, and a young woman, 16 years old actually, alleges that she was harassed over a period of months, comments, some degree of touching, things we would all agree are inappropriate in a workplace. She also says that she reported it to the manager. The manager told her she didn't have any evidence, but go ahead and call the company hotline. The manager denies that, and the company reports that does not have a record of the call to the hotline. So at some point down the road, the company acknowledges that just as the employee asked to be taken off the schedule, it first became aware of the alleged harassment. Again, the employee says that was previous in time. And the company, upon hearing of it, does an investigation, can't substantiate her concerns, and she had declined to come back to work. So, as I say, he said, she said, and that's what the court says. Those of you who know something about summary judgment means there's no issue of material fact. You've got two people saying different things here, and the court denied the summary judgment. So as we look at this and we ask, what could the employer have done differently, one of two things are happening, which will be up to a jury to decide. Either the manager is being untruthful, and we know how to address that. Training, good practices. Obviously, the company didn't conclude that in its investigation, or the employee is being untruthful. Another doing our best in hiring. There's not as much we can do about that. But I think it's just a reminder how strong we need to be in our processes. If you do have some sort of hotline, how is that recorded? Are you in a position to go into court and say, this is how they come in, this is how they're tracked, here are the records, it's not there, put yourself in as strong a position as possible. And just a reminder of the diligence you should have. I think this case is a good one. Actually read more about the case, be happy to send it to you if you let me know, and have a discussion about that with a management team as to how you'd address situations like these. I think it's just a good case for discussion.